What's going on, guys? Don't know if we're live yet. Three Sons RC, baby. We do some wrenching. Y'all can hang out, ask questions. I don't see anybody on yet, but if you're watching this in replay, we're going to be fixing the X-Maxx. We're fixing the Max. We're going to be fixing the Talionb, and we're going to be fixing the Outcast 8S. So, all right, let me set this camera up. So apologize while I get this thing all set up. I'm going to be switching to the other camera in a second. Hold on, switch the camera. Hopefully I'm not upside down. What's up, guys? All right, let me get the stream up real quick. Just me solo today. What's up, Wr3nching? What's up, buddy? Getting the laptop here set up. Come on. Come on, internet. Why is my live not showing up? We'll be going in a second, guys. Sorry. This is only my second live. Here we go. I'm about to hop into the comments. So I have my laptop here. I will do my best to answer the questions. How's the camera look, guys? How's the internet speed look? You're in Alabama, buddy? What you doing in Alabama? Alabama. All right, let me switch this camera. See if I can figure this stuff out. Oh, we'll have the camera in the wrong way. SEC football. What do you do, bro? You just going to watch a game? Sound looks good and clear. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Can you see everything? Got the wide angle camera on here, so hopefully you should be able to see me. Hopefully, let me see. No, you probably can't. Let me go up a little bit more. All right, so hopefully I'm not chopping my head off the whole time. So for those of you hopping in or watching this on the replay, appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, because 3 Sons RC rocks, baby. Got Wr3nching in the chat. Anybody else popping off? Nobody yet. So you're going to have to do all the talking there, buddy, because I don't exactly have the live following of some of these other guys. What's up, Kurtz RC? What's up, buddy? Appreciate you hopping in here. So today, we're going to be working on the X-Maxx. I broke an arm. You probably saw it in one of my videos. So we're fixing that today. I also got the Outcast 8S. I got to put a new dog bone shaft in the rear. That needs to be replaced. I broke an arm on this one. And then I got the Talionb. We broke a front steering knuckle on that. So that's busted. And so that's what we're going to be working on today. Hold on one second.
The time is going off. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got to do this medication. All right. So that's what we're working on today. I might have to just delete this chat or hit pause because I got to go do something for about 5 minutes. So what do you guys think? Should I just get off and get back on in 5 minutes? Completely unprofessional, I know, but it is what it is. I got to go do something for 5 minutes. It's probably going to be closer to 3, or you guys want to hang out and chat with each other, and I'll come back in 5 minutes. So let me know what you want to do.
I told him to wipe his stomach.
Yeah, thank you. So, do you want to hang out for 5 minutes, or I can just delete this chat and start over? What do y'all want me to do? And then anybody watching, if we decide to keep this chat, you can just skip forward 3 minutes. Not a big deal, right? Sorry, I'm not Kevin Talbot yet. He's got his live chats down. Hello, Bars and Tone, what's up? So what do you guys think? Pause for 5 minutes or delete the chat, delete this whole thing, and start all over again? Just let it run. All right, Kurt's RC. He's the only vote right now, so he wins. All right, so I'm going to be back in 3 minutes, guys. If you're watching this live, I apologize. I got 5 kids, 3 boys, 3 sons RC. So we got to hit reset in 3 minutes. I got to go handle something. I'll be back in 3 minutes. If you're watching this live, just fast forward 3 minutes. Not a big deal. Hey, we hanging out, talking in a couple minutes. Be right back. Appreciate y'all.
Can the stream see me? Hi, stream. Hi. Oh. My hair's not that good. Wait. Stop.
Okay, bye. Stop that. Nice.
Let's see what they said. Hello, Kurtz RC. What's up?
Bye.
Which one is the right one? Hello, boys. Hello, Eric.
Bryce, you talking to him or what?
Goodbye.
Why weren't you talking to him the whole time?
I was. I said, hello, Drake. How are you? I said, my hair.
What's up, guys? Bryce was hanging out for a little bit. I'm back, guys. Alrighty. So sorry about that. I had to actually help out my son with his medication. And I'm the only one home right now that can do that. So what are we doing today? We are going to fix this broken arm on the X-Maxx. This guy right here. Should be pretty straightforward. I got a bag of arms right here from Jenny's RC. And yeah, I'm fixing that on the X-Maxx. I'm going to answer whatever kind of questions you guys have. Yeah, thank you. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Who we got in here? We got Eric. What's up? Aldo, what's going on? Let me see. We might have lost somebody. Bars and Tone might have bounced out. He might have had something he had to do. But appreciate him stopping in. Appreciate you guys hanging out for a bit. That was my boys. I was taking care of them for a minute. Hey, Three Sons RC. I got boys. We got stuff. We got drama. And have to handle them. So, all right. So we're putting new arm on here. Answer any kind of questions as we go. I'll do my best. I don't have my son helping me out with it. That's usually better. Still working out how I want the camera set up on this. But this is pretty straightforward, guys. So feel free to answer kind of questions about my cars, my rigs, you know, the upgrades I got on them, my life. I don't really, as long as it doesn't get too personal, I don't really care. Let me move these, my Bucket O M2C extras. Put those off to the side. Grab an extra tire. See if I can get it so you can see what I'm doing a little bit. There we go. All right, so what do you think about your X-Maxx? Honestly, I'm an Arrma guy coming over to the X-Maxx, and I have been pleasantly surprised with it. I have not been anti-Traxxas at all. I've just gotten into Arrma right off the bat because they're a great value for what you get in the industry. So I got into Arrmas at first, got a whole fleet of Arrmas, got M2C parts all over the place, and I love that whole side of it. And I got an X-Maxx even before M2C decided to start doing upgrades for it. And to be honest with you, I love this truck. It's fun. It's so different than my Arrmas. My Arrmas are way more like, I would say like accurate, a little bit better handling. Not that the X-Maxx is bad. It's more like a kind of, I wouldn't say clumsy, but it's more of a loose kind of a steering unless you tighten up the shocks here. I like it kind of loose. It's just, it's wild. It's crazy. It's unpredictable. That's what I like about it. It's still controllable. It's still rampable. But if you've ever gone back and forth between an X-Maxx and like an Outcast 8X, there's definitely a difference in the way that they handle. I have both of them. So I would say for ramping it up for accuracy and maybe for distance, Arrma's going to dominate that space, right? For handling too. This thing is super durable. it's just wild. And honestly, I just laugh the whole time I run this thing. It's not that my Arrmas don't. I smile and have a blast when I run those too. It's just kind of goofy. It's big. It's a monster truck. It's just kind of like a really tough looking, mean looking truck when you run it. So I kind of like that feeling. Oh, what's up, Barton? You're back. I have a Creighton. Eric said I have a Creighton 8S. One Traxxas Rustler just purchased a Sport Nitro from Traxxas. My T-Max 3.3. I'd broken. Oh, too bad, bro. Just grabbed a Creighton 6S EXB. Could not pass up the. Oh yeah, that deal was killer. If you got on that, I mean, just for the parts alone, that was a good deal. That's cheaper than probably even the parts separately on Jenny's RC. And if you want to do a hybrid build, just get that and then just buy a couple parts. I wish I had the extra money to do it. That's a killer deal. So good job on that. The Creighton EXB is a great rig, great place to start for sure. All right, so let's get going on this so I can kind of answer some questions while I'm wrenching. I grabbed my wrong one. What am I doing? Thought I was doing my Outcast 8S there for a second. Barton says the X-Maxx is just send and not care. It can take a lot. That's what I love about it. Actually, I really agree on that. There's just something about running my Traxxas cars that's different. And I'm not saying I'm afraid when I run my Arrma cars, because I'm not afraid of the stuff breaking because they're M2CFI, they're tough as nails. But if anything kind of gives on those cars, it's typically, it's because all my cars are M2CFI'd, it's typically, if I can get this tire off, it's typically the stock parts. That's what tends to give on those when I'm running them. It's like something that's stock, just because I'm not very shy, and so I like to go, my motto is kind of full speed off of the biggest thing I can find. And so I like that when I get on my Max or my X-Maxx, I'm just going full speed off whatever, and I'm not worrying. Not that I'm worried with my other rigs, but honestly, just they're less likely to break. I mean, just so much plastic. I've landed wrong so many times with my Traxxas cars, and they just take a complete beating. Of course, if you watch my Arrma vid, toughest RC in the world video, that thing took what no truck probably can take. All right, so I don't even know what I'm doing here on fixing this truck, so I got to figure this out myself as I'm doing it. I'm going to pick my teeth a little bit. Just kidding. These little things like to go flying. All right, I'm hoping to buy X-Maxx this coming year. Dude, yeah, you need to have an X-Maxx. I'm not going to lie. Everybody should have an X-Maxx, whether you're more Traxxas or more Arrma. You got to make your way on over to the X-Maxx, in my opinion. It's just such a great rig. The hype is real. I was not a fan at all of Traxxas until I owned the X-Maxx. It's the only Traxxas I own now. Yeah, I started with the X-Maxx, and then I got myself a Max. Couldn't pass up the deal. My buddy, Great Lakes RC, go check out his channel for sure. And if y'all ain't subbed to Mr. Bars and Tone RC, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, because he's got a fantastic channel, fantastic energy. Love the guy. And what the heck was I talking about? Yeah, couldn't have been that important. You'll notice, guys, that I'm literally just grabbing wrenches and stuff as I go. I didn't set my stuff up beforehand, so that's my bad. Just taking off the captured, actually it's not captured back here, screw for the shock. Just got that pin. So I just poke through. There we go. There's that pin. Those are pretty burly, actually. Okay. Wr3nching 6S line Outcast is better purchase, or 8S line for Outcast? I'll let Wr3nching answer that, but I'll chime in also. If you had to pick one to start with, I would definitely start with the 6S Outcast. Even the stock is very tough. The EXB is ridiculously tough. Yeah, the Outcast 6S line, right off the bat, more durable than the 8S line. You just have to do some more things to the 8S line before they're, what I would say, to my level of bashing. And everybody's, this is not a knock on anybody, just I just tend to break some stuff. I tend to mess up, and it's nice to have a rig that can take it. That's my 2 cents. I would start with the 6S Outcast as opposed to an 8S. But once you've gotten your, if you already have the skills, honestly, if you know how to, if you have air control down and you don't have any big trucks, then you might want to consider the bigger one. Same old crap, man. Running some CNC over here. Fan mounts galore. Nice. You're new to this hobby, Eric. Well, welcome, buddy. It's a fun hobby. It is a fun hobby. Let me actually get the arm out. This one says R on it, for right. And I grabbed the right one right off the bat. Very nice. And I got to get that hinge pin out. Do I got to take off the bumper? Sorry guys, I'm a Traxxas noob here. I'm new to Traxxas for sure. I'm trying to figure out how to get the base of this arm out. Looks like it's not even captured. You're probably like, no, don't do it that way. Trying to get back to uploading, but my health has been a struggle, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. My 8S EXB is awesome now, but it's got like 1600 plus in it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My Outcast 8S is completely M2Cified front to back. Every single M2C part on it you could have, and I don't want to do the math on what that would cost, because I just don't want to think about the money that I put in that thing. Sometimes it's just not good to do the math. I think I gotta take this rear bumper off. What y'all think, guys? Rear bumper off? Gotta take the rear skid plate off? All right, so guys, help me out. To get at this hinge pin to take these arms off, do I gotta take the this skid plate off the bottom, or the rear bumper, or both? Come on, help me out. If you don't have one of these, you got to get one. Yes, it's true. Come on, chime in, guys. I know somebody's there. Is the internet kind of lagging? Because I'm not hearing much activity. Am I still connected? Yeah, I am. Yeah, sorry, Eric. I know you don't have an X-Maxx. Wr3nching, come on, help me out, buddy. This Traxxas noob, myself, probably should have looked into this a little bit before I got online, but I didn't. I think it's the skid plate, guys. So I'm gonna move some of this stuff out the way. I think I need to just get that skid plate off. And I think I have some dirt in there. Some dirt in these screws. It's there, a little black caps behind the arm for the hinge pins. Yeah, there should be actually, you're probably right. Oh, I see. Cool, wrong one. Where's my red one? There it is. Oh, they're different sizes. Cool. I like that. Why can't they all be the same size? I'm guessing I just got to poke this thing out the other side. Yep. Look at that. That's how we figured it out, guys. Got our RC friends in the chat. Let's see if that guy's bent or not. Nope, she's still straight. I can get all these little bits out of here. Where'd my new one go? Oh, it's right here, guys. All right. I've only changed mine out once since I put the RPMs on it. But I know there was a little black cap. Yeah, you're right. There was just one on the inner. It's right on the inside right here, guys. It's super easy if you're not a noob like me. I don't remember moving any bumpers or anything. Yeah, you're right. I didn't have to. I'm glad I stopped. I'm glad you said something. Else I would have wasted some time. Let's do some left-handed hammer action. Thought it was lined up. Where's that dang hole? Get her in the hole! It's like blind hammering. Where's that stinking hole at? Hold on, where's that hole? Yeah, it's right there. There we go. Caught there. I like to get stuck in little sections here. Get a bigger hammer. It's not the size. Actually, this is a great little hammer for doing little things. Plus, trust me, I got bigger hammers. It's not the strength that I need. Did you get in any Thanksgiving bashing, DJ? Well, that question wasn't to me, so I will stay out of that. I did not get any in, if you're asking me, which you weren't, but it's okay. I'm not hurt by that. You didn't ask me the question. Pushing that puppy in there. Helps if the truck is down, so you don't have to do that. Balance it. There we go. Got it all the way in. Now just gotta do the capture. And the longer one goes on the inside. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably still faster than switching out an arm on some other trucks that I have. Even with me not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Just kind of figuring it out along the way. Now I'm stuck in Alabama work. Boo! Boo! But ESPN put on a really nice Thanksgiving dinner for you. Oh, so you work for ESPN. Gosh, I should know this bars and tone. I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed now. 3 Sons, I forget if you have an 8S Creighton. No, I only have an 8S Outcast. I don't have a Creighton, and I really need my buddy Thunder RC to stop telling me that I need to get one, because if you watched one of his last videos, oh, by the way, if you ain't subscribed to Thunder RC, hit that dude up. That dude's ridiculous, and you're always going to be entertained because the guy has no fear. He's got a lot of skill, and he uploads like a madman. I mean, nobody on the internet can keep up with Thunder RC right now. I mean, that is not even a lie. I'm not exaggerating. There's nobody that can keep up with that guy in terms of, you know, how much he uploads. It's just ridiculous. We are thankful to have Mr. Thunder RC, who's not in the chat right now, but might watch this video someday. So I'm giving him some props. Yeah, Thunder is a beast. Did I not, oh, the washer goes on the other side. Feel free to shout out if you catch me doing something boneheadish, like backwards. So you want to attach the shock afterwards because you want to make sure it's nice and free-flowing. Oh, thanks, Bars. If you're watching the Alabama versus Auburn football game tomorrow, you're welcome. What does that mean? I don't know. So did you help out with that, bro? Is that how you roll, baby? So who has a Max? Because those shock rod ends do not go in as easy on the Max. I have no idea why. All right, who's out of here? So DJ, you leaving? Later, bro. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not gonna lie, this X-Maxx is pretty, for me not knowing what the heck I'm doing. I don't think I've watched a single video. Maybe I've watched 1 or 2 videos on how to do certain things on the X-Maxx. But I can't tell you, for most of my other rigs, I've watched tons of videos to figure out stuff. And this rig is actually quite easy to just figure stuff out. There we go. New arm. Done. Sweetness. Took probably entirely too long. My boy Kevin Talbot probably do it in like 5 minutes flat. Of course, I was answering questions and waffling on. I got extra regular arms for this. I know if I get the RPM ones, I got to have the RPM captured hinge pin kits, which I already have. But I've only broken 1 arm so far, so the stocks are dirt cheap on Jenny's. So I'll stick with the stock for now. I know a lot of guys like the HD ones or the RPMs. I think they're all great. But those Jenny's, I think it's like 15 bucks. You get all the arms. I mean, how can you pass that up? That's stupid cheap. Love me some Jenny RC. So y'all want to see a close-up of some M2Cification on this X-Maxx. I have a prototype part. I don't think it's being tested. I think I'm the only one testing it right now on the M2C test team. Because I'm one of the only guys, I think Rich Duper Bash with his X-Maxx, I think he runs the ESC down low like this. So if you look closely, hopefully the camera's catching that as the sand drips down and I'm hitting my light, which is awesome. So I mount my ESC down low. I like the center of gravity down there. This is a Arrma 160. You gotta shave the dog ears off of this thing to get it to fit down there with some double-sided sticky tape, and I got a zip tie going over it, so it won't, there's no way this thing's coming out of here. I liked it down low, and you can see this is an M2C plate. This is unlike the one that's out right now. This is a prototype. This is only to be used with the stock engine and stock motor or Max 6 or Arrma 160 mounted down below. So it's not for mounting up above. So this is that option. You have to use a zip tie on the other side to hold the engine, because what happens is Traxxas on their motor mount, their motor can, on the one end, it's got a plastic end to the motor. And there's only literally one screw that holds in to the motor mount, because that's all that's on there. And Mitch has some pieces in there in the motor mount that kind of helps wedge it. But in order to kind of keep it locked in and not moving around, you got to kind of use this zip tie. So this is not released yet. It's still under development, and it might not be perfect. So we're working on that. It may not ever come out, might not see the light of day, because M2C will not release something if it's not super bashable and super durable. So I'm liking this setup, but we'll kind of see if this thing comes out. You can see though, it does keep it down low and it does work out pretty well. I've kept my mesh, haven't lost it once with this thing, so it's worked out pretty good. Still got the tick-tock slightly going on with that thing. All right, so X-Maxx is done. Let's get this thing off the table. Let's move on to round number 2, baby. All right, so let's just go big. Let's go ahead and mess with the Outcast 8S. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. Okay, Alden, later, bro. Who else is still even on? Where does it say? I got 4 thumbs up, got 7 people watching. Kind of weak sauce, but I appreciate every one of you guys. I'm just saying there's not a lot of people in here, but I'm actually pretty excited that anybody is watching me because I'm just wrenching, to be fair. Yes, Super Bash runs it low. Yeah, I got the Max 5 combo with the 800 kV. So yeah, so you're running that all up high. You got to. 800 kV, that's a monster. Aren't you going to be dropping down to the 1100 kV bars and tone? Hey, Bars and Tone, are you switching up to the 800 kV? I'm sorry, the 1100 kV? All right. Here's the beast. Here is the beast. So let me give you all a rundown of what I'm rocking in this completely M2C beefcake Outcast 8S. So top to bottom, obviously starting with the M2C chassis, front and rear hinge pins. Got the motor mount. I got these little guys right here on the 4 center spots, the M2C center shaft ends or whatever you call them. They're metal, so they don't break. And so if anything's going to break and give, it's the ones on the outside. So I keep the outer ones. I keep those plastic because there is going to be some flex, and you want it to, you know, kind of give. And if something's going to break, I want it to be those outer ones because they're easier to get to. That's why I do the metal ones on the inside. Got a Max 5 on here, 800 kV. I'm running 34 tooth Saga pinion with a 39 tooth limitless spool. What else I got on here? I have the M2C 7mm shafts, the whole kit right here. These things I haven't bent or even thought about bending them. They also have the M2C pistons in here that are just, they're just, I don't know if the camera's shaking. Hopefully, yeah, it is a little bit. But just super great for dampening. Just the rebound has really helped with the slots on the bottom of those pistons. And we've just started testing those on the Xmaxx. So some things coming on the Xmaxx, those pistons, M2C pistons, and possibly some more goodies added to that truck because that truck is awesome. But hey, even awesome trucks need a little bit of tweaking. I also have the beefcake pistons here, dog bones in the front here, and that's what I'm going to be repairing in the back. I broke one of these dog bones off. It was a stock one. I still have a stock one in the back, so I'm going to be switching that out for an M2C one that I got. So let me go ahead and get this tire off and get going. Any questions about the Outcast 8S or whatever? Yeah, so I think so. The 800 is just too much. Honestly, I agree. I think the 800 is more suited if you're going to go 800. You can still go 1100 on even the Arrma 8S rigs. There's a bunch of guys that do that, and it's plenty fine. I have the 800 on this. But, you know, the bigger the rig, the heavier it is. I think the 800 becomes a little bit more relevant. But the weight difference, I mean, this is a 26-pound full beefcake rig without the batteries in it. Whereas the X-Maxx is 19 pounds. So I think with the lighter weight, you can definitely get away with 1100. Yeah. Eric says nice. I think he's referring to all the M2Cification here. Now this Outcast 8S is also super easy to work on. The one thing that I can't stand, I love this truck, love how durable it is, I love how it flies. The one thing that drives me crazy is these little pins on the end of these center drive shafts. The pins that go into the diffs. When you're doing a lot of torque, you can twist it and break. I broke like 3 of them. And it's not so much that I mind fixing a little part like that. It's just that little part is so hard to get at. You literally got to take the whole front or rear of the truck off and pull the whole diff apart, take the diff out just to get at one little pin. That's just kind of annoying. So just make it super durable. So M2C, if you're listening, some stronger pins in that area would be great. Avery, appreciate you, buddy. All right. And you can see I got these little bolts on the front and the rear. Hopefully you can see from there. If you can't, I'm sorry. But I got the bolts on the end of these turnbuckles. You have to get a reversing one, and that stops these turnbuckles from punching in. These are actually my original stock ones. I wrecked my truck a couple times, and what was happening, I was getting all this camber, and the tires were going in. You just get a couple bolts on there. I never even had to replace these. They were just starting to strip out, but ever since I put the bolts on here, nothing. I haven't broken a single one. Knock on wood. But you can see this guy's broken off right inside here. So I'm going to take that off. I use red Loctite in here. I guess you can get away with blue, but I use red. Here's what we're not going to do. I know my way around this truck a little bit more. Really? Maybe I shouldn't have used all that red Loctite. Dang it. I just loosened it up. It was just moving. That's when you know you've used too much red Loctite there, buddy. Man. There we go. Nope, that's the wrench spinning. Oh, I hate that. I need to get 3mm, what is this? Yeah, 3mm MIPs, because I hate that little grub screw that'll... Ugh. That little grub screw will twist in there. And then the wrench will start spinning. With MIPs, it can't ever do that. These are little eBay guys, you know. These Hobby Park. I got these when I first started wrenching, and I don't super regret it. They're okay, but they're not MIPs. There's a reason why MIP costs what they cost. They're just way better. Nope, see, it's... Dang it. I don't have any other 3mm besides this one, and this one's spinning on me. I might be screwed. Dang it. Oh, wait. I got this guy, but this is for, you know what I could do? I can put this in here. That will work. It's long, but that will work. Hey, it's RC. You got to figure this crap out. Good Lord. Okay, so I'm going back to some blue Loctite in these puppies. Holy crap. Maybe it's just really dirty in there. questions there? What's up, Mora? Snow Camel, what's up, buddy? Bars and Tones still hanging out. Appreciate the support there, buddy. We are wrenching, guys. So I'm wrenching on my Outcast 8S. I got to get a new shaft in there because I busted it off in there. I got to take this old puppy out. All right, so let's get some flames in there. And hopefully I'm not melting bearings and stuff. It's a lot of flame I put on there. All right, wish me luck, guys. So about using red Loctite in here, maybe I should use some blue. Hey, Bars, what are you using there? You know what I'm talking about. To hold those little grub screws in, to hold the pins in your 8S and 6S trucks. Do you use red Loctite? Because I tend to use red Loctite because they never come loose. And Arrma does. But do you? Anybody else chime in? Snow Camo? Y'all going to get mad at me because I'm going to put this puppy right back in there without super cleaning it because I ain't got time in the live stream. And plus, you just get most of it out. You're good. It's a toy. It's an RC. Not that big of a deal. Sorry, I'm not a buggy racer. I'm a basher. I bash these things. And I'm a big kid playing with toys. Heat it more. Yeah, I did heat it more. But it actually because this guy was, this little grub right here was, I couldn't get it tight enough. And this shaft was just spinning in there. Piece of crap. So I had to, I had to rig this puppy up right in here. All right. All right, got those parts set aside. Yeah, see, I snapped this puppy off right here. It's definitely possible with the stock ones. M2C ones are beasts, though. I'm going to put one M2C one in there. Should be good to go. Good luck bending one of those. It's possible. Everything's possible, right? Heat it more. Anybody got any comments, questions, concerns, real or imaginary? Come on, let's go. Chime in. And this is the part I'm using in the rear here. Rear and the front are the same on the Outcast and the Creighton. It's M2C 310926 Arrma Creighton 8S out drives, but they're the same as the Outcast. Same thing. Look at these things. That's just beautiful. This thing ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. Beast, baby. M2Cification. That's how we do it. I'm just putting this puppy back together. Ooh, yep, got it in there. Hello. There we go. Okay, heat it more. MIP tool, pay the price once and be done. No, 100% agree. I got M2C in this. Bro, check this out. I'm so mad what I did. I can't find it. It's around here somewhere. You know the 1.5 millimeter? You almost never use it for these, but the 1.5 millimeter one day I was twisting it, using it, kind of turning it this way and I snapped it off. I broke it. I was so mad. So I had to buy this little dynamite thing from the local hobby shop. I do not like this thing. It's got that same little grub screw. I hate that setup. I got to get another MIP one. In fact, I want to go all MIP. And I have the drill bits for MIP. They're just, what's cool about the drill bits for MIP is they're kind of rounded, right? So you can kind of come in at a little bit of an angle. Whereas with these guys, you have to come straight in. These got a little bit of an angle to them and they still lock in. The tolerances are just perfect. Yeah, me too. I've never had a problem with them. Agreed. Snow camo. Yeah. Wow, that's magnetic. Woo. Man, these shafts are awesome. All right, let's get this puppy in here. I'll finish up and move on to the Talionb. Like Bars says, the Italian hoagie. Gonna mess with my Italian hoagie. Yeah, you had a rough time of it, Bars, with that Italian hoagie to start with, didn't you? You didn't like that rig. I was like, dude, give it a chance, man. I love my Italian. You just had to get the right setup going for you, the right tires. It's a different type of rig. And Mojave, dude, if you ever run a Mojave, I mean, you might hate that truck to start with because it's so different, you know? It's so different than all your other rigs. Where'd my bolt go? Oh, it's still right there. And I'm putting these in the wrong hole. You see that? Anybody in the live stream caught that? They put Bonehead. Put it in the other hole. Oh, wait. That didn't sound right. It's PG in here, okay? Anybody who's laughing at that joke, you're a disgusting person. You just need to get out of this chat. No, don't get out the chat, because then we won't have any people in here. Ball tip. Yeah, the ball tips are sweet. And Bars, you caught that joke, right? Oh, yeah. It's kind of gross. Lower, dude. Lower, dude. Why does that seem like it's not in there far enough? What the hell? Should be further in there. Oh, the stinking pin's coming out. That's why. I'm okay. Pin starts sliding out. Get back in there. Get in there. Now, there you go. There you go. Hey, Bars, did you answer that question, bro? Do you use blue Loctite or red Loctite to hold these grubs in? Because I've been using red for a long time, and man, I've had a tough time the past couple times getting those out because I might be going a little red Loctite crazy. These little grubs. Do you use red Loctite there? Yeah, you were about to sell it on your first bash. Yeah, the Hoppy Wing combo. You gotta power that one up. Get that punch going. I still like my guitars on it though, to be honest with you. But Bars, I need your help, bro. Red Loctite or blue Loctite? I mean, I know the answer that I've been using, and I tell everybody use red Loctite there, but gosh, do you use it there? Do you use a blue Loctite? Because that was freaking annoying taking that thing out. Blue on all mine. Hey, there we go. Hey, I'm a changed man. I am a changed man. I will admit it. I don't have all the answers, guys. But it's family, baby. We figure this out together. Together, baby. Little dab of blue will do you. Yeah, and I know I didn't clean it beforehand. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just a toy. Leave me alone. It's my truck. I'll do what I want. Gosh. There we go. Tighten her up. Look at those shafts. They're so big. They're almost touching the bottom of the shock cap down here. The shock perch. Almost. I mean, it's like about 1.5 millimeters. Any fatter and they're probably touching it. But that's beefcake right there. Look at that. And those 7mm shafts. And you got to get those pistons. Those M2C pistons in there. I wish they'd sell it all as one kit with the pistons and the shafts and all that stuff. But I think they sell it all, but the pistons are separate. If you ever buy the whole cartridge kit with the metal ends, definitely get those pistons. Those are the same idea as the bladderless ones that are on the 6S trucks. They're just stupendous. All right, so this guy is done. Blew and wait 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be running this truck probably for a couple days. The only place I put red is in the motor mount and fix. Yeah, that's the same thing I do. I do red there, and yeah, I've been putting red here. I'm gonna stop doing red there. I can't think of any place else that I put red. Obviously for the pinion and the spur and the motor mount to the actual chassis. Everything else is blue. Agreed 100% there, buddy. Well, what tire was on here? I got too many Outcast tires. It's a good problem. Because, unless you were watching my Instagram, you probably didn't know this, but I've taken my Outcast 8S tires off of my Outcast 6S hybrid 1/6 scale, and I'm putting on some Habao tires on there, and I'm really liking it. Got those tires from my boy Chris Anthony, Commander Astic RC. Again, if you're not subbed to him, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? That's my boy, my wrenching buddy. Yeah, I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to pull that guy down. I know nobody's asking for it, but I'm going to show it to you because I'm excited about it. Boom. All right, let me show you my hybrid. Now this is my pet project. This is one of my favorite rigs right now. Although it's not 100% super bashable, but it's getting there. So you'll notice this truck is 98% the same size as that truck that I just took off the bench. But secret is this is on the 6S platform. A couple things I've done to make this wider and better. So some people have said, well, this is just a Creighton XL or something. Well, it's definitely not a true Creighton XL because there's only a couple of those out there, and Thomas P. from TP Parts Extreme invented that rig. But basically, the true Creighton XL, or what people are calling a Creighton XL, is really just a Creighton with a Mojave chassis on. So yes, this does have a Mojave chassis on it. That is the basis of this. So it's very similar, has Creighton arms on it, Creighton towers, but it's got the same length or same wheelbase as an Outcast 8S. So how do I get it wider? So that way it's more like a stunt truck, because I want it to perform like my Outcast, but a bigger version of it. What I really went for with this truck is it's 10 pounds lighter than my this truck is 10 pounds lighter than my Outcast 8S, but it's 98% the same size, and that's really what I was going for. I was trying to make basically an Outcast 8S, but a lot lighter on this platform, and I actually pulled it off. What I did here, this is my latest change to this truck. So let me take the phone down for a second so you can really kind of get a good look at this. All right, so as you can see, Arrma 160. This is 4585 1580 kV motor, and this is a 9 servo. That thing's pretty beastly, actually, really strong servo, and it's a cheap too. It's like 35 bucks. Commander Astig, my buddy Chris Anthony, suggested I go with these Habao or whatever, Habao springs on here. They're a little bit stiffer, a little bit more necessary for a bigger rig. But you can see this has got the 8S body mounts on it, and it's got the 8S wing on it and wheelie bar. So that was kind of tricky to get that going. Check out one of my videos. I'll show you how to do that. But let me show you what I did to this recently. So the way I got some width in there, a couple things. Right now I'm rocking the M2C 10 millimeters in there. So there's plus 10 millimeters and adapters, and I'm running the HR knuckles so that way they don't pop out. I'm also running the M2C dog bones. They're slightly longer. They help it not pop out as well. And I also have the outdrive cups from M2C Racing. They're super tough, and the tolerance are just a lot smaller. So they're just a lot tighter. They're going to hold it in a lot better. For a rig like this, the problem is that you want it to be able to, hold on, you want it to be able to bottom out. And it does now, especially with these tires. With the Outcast ones, you can see they're just slightly taller. It doesn't show up as much on the camera. In real life, they're about, I don't know, like 1/8 of an inch, almost 1/4 of an inch taller, right? So that gives me more droop so the chassis actually hits. You need it to bottom out. And because these tires were so big, these ones, it wasn't bottoming out as much as I wanted to. I wasn't breaking a lot of shock rod ends, but the shafts were popping out because there's just too much travel. So I went to these Habao. These are from the Hyper MT2, I think. And I haven't run it yet, but these are a lot wider and they have a humongous offset. I mean, look at how far in you got to get to that bolt. It's way in. You can see how much out that hub comes out, the where you put the bolt in. It really comes in, unlike the Outcast ones. See, you go all the way in there. They're close to the outside. There's not much offset there. So I needed more offset, and these are wider. So the stance is very, very similar now to an Outcast 8S. Now, what's going to change is on Saturday, I have the 15 millimeters, just a little cheap eBay special. It's a 17 millimeter hex, but it's 15 millimeters extended. That should give me exactly what I need. I'll post some pictures on my Instagram once it's done. But this is basically almost the same exact dimensions as an Outcast 8S. Watch. I'm going to show you the front of the Outcast 8X. Look how wide this is. If this was a Creighton XL, these tires would be like way in because it doesn't have the offset and it doesn't have the 10 millimeters. I'm going to have 15 millimeters. It's going to be more. So it's significantly wider than a Creighton XL by about 4 or 5 inches. No joke, because of the wider towers, the wider stance, and the extenders. All right, so look at that. All right. Okay, now I'm going to take you over to the Outcast and look at the stance on an Outcast. Sorry, it's a little darker over here. But you tell me. That's pretty close, right? It's pretty close. Almost the same stance. You can tell more when the body's on there. It's not sitting right, but look at the width of the body in relation. It's not sitting right. It's not mounted right, but you get the idea. And then put that same body. This is a TMT body, by the way. Look at that. Some pretty good width right there. Not as much, but pretty close. Before, with the standard Outcast 8S tires, it was sitting way in close by almost a ½ inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch, and it was rubbing like crazy. That's why I cut this, and I pretty much ruined this body, which I'm pretty disappointed. It still looks pretty mean. What do you guys think? It still looks pretty good, but pretty upset that I cut it as much as I did, because now I have more width, and now it shouldn't rub, especially with the 15 millimeters. Okay, I'm going to get back to your comments and remount this camera up here. But I thought I'd show you guys that. That's my baby right there. That is my truck, because it's my creation. You guys tell me if you've seen a truck like that. It's basically an Outcast 6S. I call it a 1/6 scale because it's literally the same width, the same length, just not quite as wide. So it's just a tiny bit smaller. But let's be honest, the Outcast 8S isn't even a 1/5 scale. It's a 1/6 scale maybe. So this would be a 1/7 scale or a 1/7.5 scale, whatever. It's just a tiny bit less wide, but 10 pounds lighter, and still M2CF5 from front to back. This thing weighed 16 pounds versus 26 pounds on my Outcast 8S. And I'm about to drop a video. It's not really edited too much, where I bashed the heck out of this thing. And I was doing some nice flips. I mean, I wasn't going typically well past 100 feet, but I was probably hitting close to 100 feet of air on this thing. Not 100 feet vertical like RC Dude 81. Guy's crazy. But I'm talking 100 feet like distance. You know, I don't know how much vertical, but it was probably at least over 100, 110 feet. It was getting some pretty good air, but I wasn't airing it out like stupid like I like to do sometimes with my 6S trucks. It's just not quite ready there, just because there's just a couple little durability things that I'm kind of tweaking on, and it really had more to do with the body rubbing and the tires I was using than anything on the last bash, because I think it's really, really close. Now that I got these tires, I get the 15 millimeters on there, and I have these adapters in there. It should be good to go, because what I was using was these guys from Just Bash at RC. These are 24 millimeter Arrma 6S adapters for the 17 millimeter to 24 millimeter, so that it fits the 8S rigs. This guy goes right in here. They're pretty nice. That's a nice bit of kit. They are the only people that are making these right now. But these are only 10 millimeter, and honestly, I just needed 15. I need 15, and not only that, there's just not enough offset. So the combination of this and this just didn't work. And my buddy Chris Anthony helped me out there with these Habao tires. I just need to get some backups, but these are sweet. And then I also have, they make them for the to use X-Maxx tires on there too. Just Bash It makes those too. So this has got the X-Maxx hex on there with a 17 millimeter what is this, axle, and then 17 millimeter on this side, and then a 24 millimeter hex in there. So this is kind of nice. And this is plus 10 as well, plus 10 millimeters. So if you want to put X-Maxx tires on your rigs that are Arrma 6S, you can do it with this, and then you can do Arrma 8S ones with these right here. As far as I know, they're the only game in town when it comes to those type of adapters. You can't find those anywhere. I'd be happy if somebody else was making them, but that is the only place that's making them right now. Okay, let me read some of your comments. Cool looking truck, man. Thanks, buddy. Make y'all hit that like button. Yeah, everybody hit that like button. What's the matter with y'all? No, I appreciate you. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, consider it. It's appreciated. If you're watching this on replay and you're just like, hey, what's this guy talking about? I got 3 sons, and that's why we do the RC together. We have a blast, and we bash it, send it. I do a lot of install videos, and this is actually my second live. So if you're hopping on live, what you've missed, if you've missed, and you can play it back later, you've missed I fixed my Outcast 8S. I fixed my Traxxas, X-Maxx, because we just do RC here, baby. That's what we do. And this is my hybrid. Look at that thing. That thing is beautiful. And as far as I know, guys, this is the only one around. I don't know if anybody else has tried to make an Outcast on a Mojave platform that's as big as the Outcast 8S, but on the 6S platform. Because it's a Mojave chassis. Has the same exact wheelbase of Outcast 8S. Just doesn't have quite the width. I'm getting there, close. But thank you. Appreciate that, Eric. Thanks. Looks nice. That looks good. Appreciate that, guys. I think I'm lagging on the internet unless you guys are just not really saying anything. Let me see how many people are still on here. We only got 5 people watching. Hey, I got 5 people watching. I will take that, because I'm just hanging out with y'all. So yeah, we fixed those 2 trucks. Do you guys want to see me fix my Talionb? You guys want to keep talking? You want to ask me any questions? Let's do that. Let's ask some questions. I'm not going to do the Talionb. We got 5 people in here. Want me to show you any of my other rigs? Run through any of my other rigs. I got M2 CF5 rigs pretty much everywhere of every type, and then also some Traxxas rigs. Okay. Well, 3 a.m. call for me in the a.m., so I got to head to bed. All right, Bars, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the support. Appreciate y'all. Peace out. Bars Tone. Yeah, any other questions, guys? I'm going to hang out for a couple minutes, answer any kind of questions or show you guys anything on my rigs. I can run through, give you guys some ideas, some thoughts, some tips. Eric said, sure. Sure what? What do you want to see? Do you have any questions, bud? I can bust out another one of my rigs that I like. my Outcast 8S hybrid. Outcast 6S hybrid. Have a great night, guys. You too, buddy. Talk to you later. This has got the bigger body on it, but actually, the body I typically run on this, and that's why this is kind of a hybrid. It's only a hybrid in that it has the 4S body on it, and that was kind of tricky to get mounted up. But I just kind of like how it looks with the 4S body. I got the idea from my buddy Chris Anthony. He did it, and the body was super cheap on, where was it? Just Bashed RC, actually. They break some parts over there, and they had it for like 25 bucks. So I couldn't pass that up. That's too cheap for a complete body with the roll cage and everything on there. Decals, tethers, all of it was on there. So they still have them on there. I think you can get them for 25 bucks right now. But you see I got to cut off the back to get it to fit, and I had to run. These are Talionb. Here you go. I'll show it real close. Okay, question. Wr3nching Lipo, what's up, buddy? Hey, but just drop it in. Hit a like. Got to get my boys in bed. No, I hear you. I should be doing the same thing right now, to be honest with you. All right, so let me run through this rig. But what's different about it is that, obviously, if it's a scratch build, it's a scratch build of an Outcast M2C-ified front to back. Has everything M2C can put on there. I can't believe that mosquito in here. It's too cold. Go back to hibernate. But besides the awesome M2C upgrades on here, in order to get this body on, these are Talionb mounts with an extra. These are like these are these guys right here. Extra ones of these extended right here with a super long bolt through the back. It's like a 40 or 50 millimeter bolt that just shoots straight through. I drilled them through to extend it out because I had to get the length. I mean, look at that. All right. Just had to figure out a solution. And then these guys, actually, I can't even take credit. This is Chris Anthony again. I can't even take credit. That's great. We just learn from each other. And these are, I think these are Techno short course truck mounts or something. I shoved those down in there and just got them to match up as best I could. Right? Because the key is here, I didn't want to have to change the holes. I didn't want to put another set of holes. So this has the stock holes. So you notice it doesn't look all janky where it has two sets up here and two sets of holes back here. This is a 4S body on a 6S truck. And I don't know about you, I think it looks pretty mean. Now the wide angle camera that I'm using right now kind of exaggerates it, makes it look smaller than it actually is. I really don't know of a way to change that. It makes that body look really, really tiny, and in real life, it doesn't look that small. It looks more proportionate. But this thing is a complete tank. I have a couple videos where I just beat the crap out of this thing, and it kept going. Stock electronics, BLX 185, which I love that system. Just a standard hobby wing. I'm going to be upgrading the fans on these. These are decent, but this has got an 18-tooth pinion on there, or maybe even a 19. I think it's an 18-tooth. And for an 18-tooth pinion on an Outcast platform with these bigger tires, man, she gets hot and she'll overheat, and I don't want to burn anything. So that's my winter project. I'm getting all bigger fans for all my rigs. See these guys right here? These little 40 millimeters. I'm going to be jimmy rigging these with some proper AliExpress parts to make my own fans. I have I think I have even the covers for them. Yeah, these guys. AliExpress, baby. Make your own stuff. But you got to Wr3nching stuff. Game Changer makes some great stuff. Yeah, for sure. All right, let me put this phone back. Let me see if you guys have any more questions. Because if not, we will say goodbye unless you guys have some questions. All right. All right, any other questions? Who else is on here? Got 6 people watching. Someone else just hopped on. So who just hopped on? Wr3nching Lipo, you got any questions, or are you already out? Bars and Tone bounced. Eric, do you have any questions if you're still here, buddy? I know there's only a couple of you, but this is my M2CF5 little beast. She got the Outcast chassis, obviously the braces. This is the tower support brace. I love this guy. I have a whole video on that. That is probably the most important, or one of the most important M2C mods you can get. It just brings it all together. These bladderless shock caps, when you drop this thing, it just the rebound is incredible with this, with the bladderless, because of the pistons and the fact that it's bladderless. It just works. What else I got on this? Got RPM arms. I got the M2C dog bones front and rear. I don't think I've upgraded the center shafts yet. I have them to the M2C center shafts, but to be honest, I haven't bent the stock ones yet. Actually, that one is bent a little bit. Not bad. But I could get away with it. The front one's not, though, but the rear one is. Just a tiny, tiny bit. But so that's okay for now. Any other questions? Okay, I'm still here. What's up, Eric? This is my first time watching your live feed. Well, Eric, this is actually only my second time doing a live feed. To be honest with you, I'm just kind of winging it. Just kind of hanging out with y'all, saying hi, supporting the community, and really just I had to do some benching, or some wrenching tonight. And I just wanted to see if you guys wanted to talk while I did it, see what I did. If you're hopping on live now, what you missed is you missed me replacing an arm on my X-Maxx. I did that, bumbled myself through it, figured it out really with the help of bars and tone, and I fixed a dog bone on my Outcast 8S, and that's all I fixed. I was going to fix my Talionb, but I think this video is getting a little long. I'm just kind of hanging out with y'all, answering some questions. Any other questions from y'all? If not, I'm going to go ahead and peace out. If you want to see any of my other rigs, I got an M2CF5 Creighton over there, and an M2CF5 Talionb, Mojave. But that's what we do. We just do RC over here at Three Sons. My boys bash with me. My boy, my youngest Jackson's got this Sentin over here. Here, I'll just take this off and you can get a tour. Start showing you around a little bit. Maybe that's not too boring. It's my boy Jackson Sentin. That thing, we haven't broken a single part on that. That thing is just an absolute beast. I'm not saying it's unbreakable, because everything is breakable, but that's a plastastic magic truck right there. That thing is just awesome. And this is another M2CF5 Creighton. I got this guy. This is I just super modified because it's M2CF5 front to back, but I got the Firma 160 in here, and that's an 8S motor from my Creighton 8S that I dropped in there. I think I got a 27 tooth pinion. This thing is ridiculous fast. I mean, it's stupid. And it's got the backflip LPs on here, which I think are a great tire for the Outcast or for the Creighton or for the Talionb. Actually, these are just all around one of my favorite tires. And I like those rear bumpers. I don't know about y'all, but I land on my tail end sometimes. I like those RPM rear bumpers. And not the RPM. That's a T-Bones one. Got the RPM up front. I love the front RPM bumpers. I prefer those. But yeah, this thing is a beast. Can't wait to get this thing back out. A little bit of shoe goo on there. In case you didn't know, I'm the king of shoe goo, self-proclaimed, because I have the self-proclaimed best shoe goo body video on the internet. Self-proclaimed. Only because it's about 15 minutes and you really walk away knowing how to do everything. In 15 minutes, you'll be an expert. See you, bars. Well, nobody else is asking anything. So I guess we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. Hope you guys appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. If you're just watching this in the replay, I appreciate y'all. There's my son's M2. Oh, what did I just break? It's my Talionb. That thing's M2C beefcake. TMT bodies, baby. TMT, baby. Got a TMT. Not Outcast, X-Maxx body right there. And then the only other rigs over here that we got is my son's. This is his Outcast with my old Creighton body on there, the old bug body. But that's an Outcast, stock one. That thing's a beast. He beats the heck out of that thing. And the Mojave. It's a legend. That's just an absolute legend. Mojave EXP is just such a great truck. Right out the box, one of the toughest rigs you can buy. All right. Well, we're going to sign out. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. more of a hangout session, couple quick questions. Just trying to build this live community. So if you see me popping on live, you know what we like to do. We like to answer some questions, hang out, waffle quite a bit, and just wrench on some rigs. That's what we do. Okay, so appreciate you all. Appreciate y'all. Three Sons RC. Peace out, guys.